Kove 450 Rally skip plate and skip plate extension installation guide. Let's begin by introducing the tools, supplied hardware. So we have, of course, we have the skip plate. We have the skip plate extensions right here. We have the left side and the right side. We have the front bracket, and then we have a linkage guard. The bolts, we have 5 M6 by 30 millimeters long tapered Allen bolts. And then we have M6 by 20s, 2 M6 by 16s. And then we have 4 M6 by 20s again, but with double washers and nylock nuts, and then some more washers. I also recommend that you put blue Loctite on all the bolts except for these ones because they have locking nuts. And then the tools I will be using: 10 millimeter wrench / spanner, ratchet extension, and the 4 millimeter Allen bit. All right, we're gonna begin by putting this bracket in place first. You can't really mess it up because on this side we have 2 holes, and then 2 of these are far apart, and it's gonna be matching on the skip plate too. But by the way, take a note of this shape. So this will just slide in between this bracket and these 2 little brackets in between, and just let it sit here. All right, now we have the skip plate to mount. Gently put it in place. If you can hold it with one hand, do so. Do make sure that you have blue Loctite on the bolts, and start with the first one. Only turn it a couple of times, and then you can carry on to the next one. Either back up here. The sequence doesn't matter. The key is that you don't turn those bolts more than once or twice. Like so. And one more down here. All right, now it's in place back here. So I'm going to start with the one out here. And eventually you're going to feel some resistance. That means you have to keep wiggling that skip plate until the second hole lines up as well. Let's see, this one's threading really nicely. Yep, we're in place. And again, make sure that it's nice and loose, because now we're gonna have to put the rest of the bolts in here. Okay, now, same again, don't forget to apply, plenty of Loctite. It's a buzzy motorcycle, so there's a lot of vibrations and you don't want to start losing bolts. So again, same thing. Turn each bolt a couple of times. The looser the fitment, the faster and easier you can finish the job. That's why we don't like to go too far turning one bolt too much. You can pull them snug later on. All right, so now you have 2 options. In case you're installing the additional shield, then you can leave all the bolts loose for now. In case you're not installing the additional shield, forget it, and you can start cranking all those bolts. Pull them nice and snug gradually. I'll show you. So when I say gradually, that means, turn this again a couple of times. Next one, next one. Still don't pull it snug, like so. Now it's getting a little bit better. And then up to the front. It's kind of helpful if you push it up with one hand while you're turning the bolts up here. Same thing, turn it a couple of times again, all of them. All right, so once it's all buttoned up, make sure the bolts are nice and snug. Okay, so let's go. I have, again, the bolts ready with Loctite. Very important that you turn it only once. If you can pull it out, that's not engaged. If you can't pull it out, the thread's engaged. Leave it alone. Move on to the next one. We're gonna go back here now. Again, turn it just one time, like so. Okay, so now we're gonna have to line up these mounting holes here. That means I'm gonna have to push on it a little bit to compress the foam padding. And when it's all lined up, you can put the bolt in place and once again turn it a couple of times. So now we're looking pretty good. All 3 bolts are in place. I can't pull them out. That means we can go ahead and pull these snug. Just same process, just gradual. Don't crank one bolt all the way till the end because that's going to start pulling on the structure. You know, just a few turns here and there like that. And then once again, start from here and then over to the middle and then the front end. Now it's getting kind of tight. I will need the ratchet. I'm going to start cranking it. We don't suggest any torque specs for these bolts because the nuts are embossed in the aluminum sheet metal, so you don't want to apply torque specs. What you can do, again, apply plenty of blue Loctite and then pull them nice and snug, but do not over torque them, okay? And again, go out for a test ride and then come back and then check those bolts once again. The process is identical on the other side. I don't think it's necessary to show them. And once it's all done, you're good to go. Thank you very much for watching.